This is the story of Maggie, the one-eyed peregrine falcon. It's a true story of rescue and rehabilitation by Christy Gove Berg. Not all birds live in trees. Maggie is a 2-month-old peregrine falcon, and she is a city bird. She lives in her parents' nest on top of a very tall building. She cannot fly yet, but she loves to see all the action on the busy streets below. Maggie watches her parents dive through the sky to catch food. Mostly, they hunt for pigeons. Sometimes they get other birds, too. Maggie's parents bring the food to the nest for Maggie to eat. Yum! With her tummy full, Maggie exercises. She takes little jumps along the ledge while opening and closing her wings. When the wind blows under her, she lifts into the air. This feels right. Maggie is almost ready to fly. The morning of her first flight is sunny but breezy. She moves to the edge of the nest and feels the push of the wind along her feathers. Maggie opens her wings and leaps and flaps and flies. Her heart races. Sounds of the city swirl around her. She soars to the top of a construction crane and lands. There, she watches smaller birds fly below. She dreams of catching her own food. 2 days go by. Maggie practices flying. She leaves the nest to explore. The sun warms her as she glides past buildings. A strong wind lifts her. Maggie starts to turn, but she is pushed sideways by the breeze. Suddenly, in front of her, there is a building. It is close. Too close. Crash! Maggie tumbles downward. She falls fast. She cannot stop. And then she is on the ground. The pavement is hot. There are people everywhere. They lean in close. Maggie realizes that her beak hurts. Her eyes aren't working right. What's wrong with her? Maggie cries out in fear and pain. Special people come and pick her up. They seem to know what to do. She is put inside a crate and taken out of the city. The people move her into a building. They call the place a wildlife hospital. They bring her to a quiet room and lift her from the crate. Maggie shivers in fright. They shine a light in her eyes and stretch out her wings. They poke her with something sharp and take pictures of her. Maggie is too tired to fight. She lets them care for her. Days pass, and the doctors keep checking on Maggie. She learns that her left eye was damaged when she hit the building. Plus, the tip of her beak broke off. Luckily, the x-rays show that she didn't break any bones, and her beak will grow back as good as new. But the doctors are worried about her eye. If it doesn't get better, they will have to remove it. If they remove it, Maggie can never return to the wild. The doctors decide that the eye will never heal. They give Maggie a medicine that makes her tired. Then, while Maggie is asleep, the doctors carefully remove the injured eye. When Maggie wakes, there is less pain. She can see, but everything looks different. Maggie is glad that the pain is gone, but she misses her parents' nest. She misses being outdoors. Outside feels much better than inside. The people seem to notice her sadness. They move her to a large outdoor play area. The fresh air and warm sun feels good against her feathers. Maggie has a place to perch and a space to fly. A small bird gets into her play area, and Maggie feels hungry. She flies high into the air, then dives toward the bird. Down, down she comes, and she misses it. Now Maggie understands. Without her left eye, she can't catch her own food. Peregrine falcons need both eyes to hunt. The people teach Maggie to sit on their arms. Their eyes are kind and their voices are soft. They reward her with tasty bites of food. The people tell Maggie that she will be an education bird. She will live at the Wildlife Center, and she will teach children and adults about peregrine falcons. This news makes Maggie happy. She has learned to like it there. One day, Maggie is taken to meet a group of children. They are loud and wiggly, but they become quiet as soon as they see Maggie. An adult tells the story of Maggie's life, and the children learn why peregrine falcons are important. They admire her feathers, her eye, and her talons. Maggie has become their teacher. Thanks to Maggie, these children and their parents are learning to respect nature and, more importantly, to protect it. Maggie has become an education bird, and every day she will spread the word.